Somebody fell out of a fire. To I'm just, okay, item D was removed.
Item D was removed,
Yes.
so nobody's gonna be talking about the
Item D
mask
was
for
removed.
children in schools.
Okay, I'm just saying, item D was removed.
Or
we
so
can
nobody's
discuss.
gonna be talking about the mask for the children, making the children wear masks in school, we're gonna be talking about that today?
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for as well.
The superintendent removed it, so.
Why would the superintendent remove it? I mean, the school starts in a couple of weeks, it doesn't make any sense. And it's on the agenda.
I removed it because the governor made it mandatory, so we did not need to take action.
The governor made it mandatory, he made it mandatory or he mandated? He mandated it, yes, sir.
And the Attorney General also said that there are exemptions.
Okay.
I'm just getting the part clear. Okay. We need a motion to come out of executive session. Second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
So
And
nobody's
nays,
gonna talk about,
motion carried. Here we go on to item B. The motion.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize council to appeal the decision of the federal court on decision.
We have a second. I think.
Mr. Peasley seconded that motion.
Okay. So we open for discussion.
No, I don't.
Public comment discuss.
Public comment.
Public comment.
Public comment, anyone? Let me go and see who else got something on that.
Can we say something on this DSEC case or what? Not understanding what's going on.
That's what we called it for.
Okay. Stacy Boudreaux.
We call Stacy Boudreaux first.
Ricky Council first.
Okay, let it go.
Oh, that's all right. All right, so you can. I'm just going, I didn't say it.
Anyway.
Read it outside.
All right, I'm Ricky.
We give you 5 minutes.
I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
The question we have on, Citizen Catahoula, the appeals, how do we get the minutes of the appeal at, the Catahoula? How do we get to like what went on and all that good stuff? The appeals among the lawyers and stuff, just, I'm sorry.
I can see you after and help you with it.
Okay, thank you. And, we had, informed on July 23rd that, there was another attorney assigned to the case, Mr. Timothy Riviera. And, we're just kind of concerned about why on 23rd, he was added to the attorneys to be able to go see Judge Floyd on 27th. And he's prepared or he get different attorney.
It needed, well, go ahead, Mr.
He's a member of my staff, and so he joined me, and he's going to be helping with that with the case. Former attorney for the Office of Civil Rights in Washington, moved to Baton Rouge, joined my law firm about 6 months ago.
Okay.
And so I added him as an additional attorney to handle the case on behalf of this school.
Okay, just quite fair enough to know. Also, Russell, we want to ask you, Senator Catahoula, I guess you know, what we're trying to find out is more what's going on with things. And we're starting to have a town hall meeting on Sundays sometimes. If we can get you or Steve to come to Catahoula, when we, you know, let y'all know when the meetings are, where y'all can, just let people know what's going on.
Yeah, just let me know when the meeting is, let me know, and I'll go.
Yeah, because a lot of people starting to ask, we got a handful that's, you know, getting involved with it, but don't have questions, you know, answers to most of the questions. So you or Steve, and, you know, just in addition to that, tell us, I'll make sure if y'all could be in the meetings with us.
We got,
To let everybody know what's going on in that part.
all right.
And I think that's about all I have.
All right.
Appreciate that.
And I'll get with you guys. Thank you.
Next. Let's see, I can't make out that, actually.
Hey,
All right.
all right, I got the same, almost the same questions. The appeal has gone on, right? Is there a decision on the appeal?
We're about to vote on
We
it.
have to vote on
As soon as
it.
y'all finish talking, as soon as y'all finish talking, we're gonna vote on the people.
Okay, so I guess he's being a law. I got a couple of questions for him. For y'all, it doesn't matter.
If you need him, if you want, you can personally go meet him in the back, he'll ask you a question.
No, I wanted,
Yeah.
Okay.
I want everybody to hear. Okay, so we had, some issues with Hefner's rezoning map from the first case. He was off by 14%. Did y'all know about that? It's in the ruling on page what, 58? So Hefner was off by 14% on the demographics. Did y'all correct that when y'all went back for the appeal?
Mr. President, this is a public comment section. They can make public comments. And I don't represent the board, Bob does, and I'm certain, I'm speaking for Bob, that he can't rightly give advice or explanation in public. That would hurt your position relative in this case. But this is a public comment, that's what it's called. So they make comments, it's not answering.
So we can't ask any questions? That's what we're getting at?
That issue is probably still in litigation,
Okay.
so that's probably a question you should have maybe asked personally.
Okay, well,
Go ahead.
I guess I can't ask anything about.
I can get that for you, and at the next meeting, I'll go ahead and get you the information.
I mean, the same thing with we needed one black teacher in California. We can't talk about that either. We can't ask that question, because that's still up for. Procedural was supposed to hire one black teacher for the Catahoula school, and that would have put us, at least that part of it would have put us, you know, almost in compliance for the DSAG part. I want to find out, hey, was that brought up, did Procedural do something, or is anybody like taking responsibility for this?
Well, honestly, this thing is still in litigation the way it looks.
I understand, but there's,
And some of the board members cannot make any type of comments, because what's gonna happen, we make comments pertaining to that in the open, the judge is gonna be listening. And I'm not going to jail.
I don't want you to go to
You
jail.
know, I'm just saying, the judge actually gonna, if some board member make comments about what she did or what she didn't do in the public, then, you know, she can throw all tonight and somebody will be speaking, but they don't want to speak tonight.
So basically, any information we're trying to find out about the case that happened before this, and
Well,
we can't talk about
the
that.
attorney can tell you if he's something he can answer. I will point to him.
Okay, so we can't hold a school board accountable for not doing what they're supposed to do,
And
and,
not much the school board members can say. That's why we point to the attorney.
all right, okay, let me get out of here before I lose my time.
Yeah, to talk to it.
All right, get out of here.
Any more public
And
comment?
okay, I'm not gonna ask questions, I want to
Make comments. Okay.
make comments
That's the way you do it.
as to, looking at Polozoa, and can I read from the document what the judge said about Polozoa being? Okay,
Right.
the
Human resources.
supervisor of human capital, is that better?
Right.
Any job performance, where the judge stated the supervisor of human capital was a combating witness, belligerent to plaintiff's counsel. This is on page 77 of the case. She also states that the individual was directly responsible for implementing and meeting the goals of the faculty consent order demonstrated a concerning lack of awareness regarding the district's goals and progress. Although the person was aware of the faculty consent order contains percentages, the goals, the number of black teachers in each of the schools, he didn't know specific goals, the targets. He was unaware of which schools did not meet the diversity goals at the time of the hearing. The page 85, the district highlights that the schools like Catalina and Stevensville would come into compliance by hiring one black teacher each. The court recognizes this and faced with the numbers alone, these numbers alone likely would have granted the district unitary status. But the district failed to demonstrate in good faith effort to meet the faculty consent goals. Perhaps most striking in this regard is that he, the district official most directly tasked with implementing the recruitment plan, did not know the specific goals of the faculty consent order and did not know which schools were currently out of compliance with the goals. The court struggles to comprehend how one can reasonably expect to achieve a goal without knowing what the goal is and where the efforts need to be focused. His testimony not only failed to show good faith effort to meet the goal, but no real effort at all. That is concerning. As a citizen, as a person sitting in here, if the people we elect, and the people that are hard to represent our kids don't know that important information to keep our schools open, that is concerning. And every one of you in here should be concerned about that. This man did not know, told a judge that he did not know that the schools, he didn't know the schools that were out of compliance. He didn't know what number of teachers they needed. We needed a teacher, one black teacher in Stevensville and one in Catahoula. And this could have potentially been finished. Do y'all have a problem with that? Seriously, I have a serious problem with that. Our kids are suffering because of this. Our kids are getting up on a bus at 6 in the morning, getting home at 4:30 at night. We have 4-year-olds that have to get up at 5:30 to get on a bus at 6 o'clock. 5 days a week, they have a 10.5-hour day. I would not send my kid to school on a bus at 6 o'clock during grinding in the fog. It was stated in the document that ELC was shut down on lockdown several times last year for gun violence near the school. Would any of you in this room put your 4-year-old kid on a bus at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to a school that has gun violence several times a year? Lockdown several times a year. I do not want my kids on a bus at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want my kids at a school where there's gun violence next door. Do you want that? Seriously. Don't know, huh? How would you not? No. There's a problem with this. There's a serious problem with this. And one person did not do his job. So who's holding him accountable? Who's holding that evaluator? I have a job performance. Y'all probably have job performance. If you work, you get a job performance evaluation. Don't you? I'm sure most of you do. If you don't do your job, you get fired. I would get fired. I have the state coming in looking at me. I would lose my license. I'm done. Thank you.
Did that?
Later.
You understand?
How's it going?
All right.
I want to thank you for talking for us last time. Not only do I know you walk, spoke to him night before last, but I can't even organize. I wrote down a speech. I wasn't going to talk, but I'm going to talk. Okay, I'd like to start by saying San Marino Elementary. We got 300 plus kids. We have approximately 100, 150 kids. We got a pandemic going on. We gotta keep people 6 feet apart. We gotta have masks. Do I think this is the time to do this? We should have had this appear a long time ago, that we could have at least used our school and talk to the judge, emergency, call the, let's keep count, who that over at least, to see what's gonna go on. Right? I know gonna handle this. That's what I wanna know. Who's gonna be responsible when these kids are gonna get called sick? Because I know they're overcrowded. Isn't that just cool? Mike, isn't that y'all cool? Yeah. Isn't that what y'all have at your school, 300 some kids? And you're gonna throw another 150 in there? How you gonna keep them 6 foot apart? How you gonna keep them with masks? Okay? I don't think I'll have to go through everything, because I'm trying to get help, but anyhow, okay. So, okay, you put this, okay, we're in a pandemic, who be held responsible, okay? And if we get the appeal, that's our election. I spoke to Mr. Knott, when it was, night before last, we had a good conversation. But he told me, and I would like for you to answer me that. He told me, if they leave, they're not coming back. So can you answer me that question?